Hello, listeners. On behalf of All India Radio Station Mokchung, this is Benang Tamse Uzakam, presently seated with Sri Vishal, IPS, the current SP of Mukokchung. Well, we are very glad and grateful to him for availing his time and his willingness to share with us the role of the Mukokchung police and our present pandemic situation. So, sir, what is the role of our police force and how is it working to contain the COVID-19 pandemic?
Thank you so much. In terms of COVID-19, Mukokchung Police, being part of the District Task Force, is equally responsible for the various actions being implemented in the district of Mukokchung to prevent the infection of COVID-19 from reaching Mukokchung first, or if it is by some unfortunate thing it reaches, then the preparedness in terms of containing it as well as making sure that it does not become a bigger problem. So, in terms of the role of Mukokchung Police, let me give you an understanding in following dimensions. First is how Mukokchung Police is preventing the infection from coming across the border state of Assam or other places, including our district of Dimapur also. So there, Mukokchung Police has formed a very comprehensive strategy where the entire border belt of about 100 odd kilometers from the Sutapala side till the Wati Angpang check gate side. Now we have actually put close to about 120 odd people from Mukokchung Police, 2nd NAP as well as 13 Indian Reserve Battalion force. So these people are kept at the Sutapala check gate, Ausindan village, Saring village, Suruman village, Wati Angpang check gate, Anaki Yimson, Anakisi, as well as a new detention has also been started at the inter-district checkpoint around the Alichin area, so that any person coming from Dimapur as well as Kohima side is also screened. Now, in order to further make it a robust situation, we are also undertaking routine patrols. Since the border is quite big and the amount of force required to seal it effectively can only happen through the help of the various village task force which are already in place now. But there are a couple of villages around the Tuli area which are small in size, therefore it was reported that they face some difficulties in terms of having the volunteers. So in order to further support the sealing of border, we have also started aggressive patrolling of that area, both in the Tuli side, especially the Vamakam area side, as well as the Sutapala side. So a comprehensive strategy has been made where this entire area of 100 kilometers has been divided into 7 sectors. Now we are also considering a plan to monitor the movement across Moya Yamti village side. Since as per our information, the traffic from Titabor side is entering our district from that area. Therefore, we have requisitioned some extra forces from police headquarters in order to further support us in this aspect. And we are really thankful and appreciative of the efforts taken by the border villages in order to work seamlessly with the police and administration to support in this fight against the infection getting from across the border to us. Now, in terms of preparedness in case the infection unfortunately reaches us. Now the role played by Mukokchung Police goes in multifold. First of all, being an organized department, we started with having the face masks made for availability of our personnel in the beginning. Then we also extended help to the civil bodies as well as to the health administration. Now, this was in the initial phase. At present, we are beginning to ramp up the manufacturing of the protective personal equipments, those PPEs, which will be meant for the use of security forces who are going to man the hospitals, quarantine centers, where the patients or suspected patients are going to be kept related to COVID-19. Then, in terms of the manufacturing of hand sanitizers, Mokokchung Police Family Welfare has already manufactured close to 200 liters. Now, this has helped us great deal in providing the much needed hand sanitizers to our entire police force, as well as a lot of it has also been given to our civil society bodies, as well as the second NAP. Then in this same fashion, we are trying to request our police welfare society to continue manufacturing it, since the corona fight is going to be for a longer time. The other part related to preparedness is we are also deploying a special platoon where about 30 people in Mokokchung town, about 10 to 15 people in Tuli subdivision, and 10 to 15 people in Mongolomba subdivision are being kept. Just in case, if an infection outbreak happens in any one of these areas, then this specialized team, which is equipped with the personal protective equipments, hand sanitizers, gloves, and the necessary training to handle these kind of infectious zones. Now, apart from this, what we are also doing is that in order to support the activities in the market opening days, some of the force, numbering about 50 to 60, has been kept in order to monitor and support the ward volunteers as well as the other civil society bodies in making sure that the people coming into market areas, they do not unnecessarily venture out. Because what, as Mokokchung Police, we understand that this fight is not about a law and order situation, but this is a social issue. And this disease does not require force approach, but it requires a communitarian approach. So these people on the ground, their main task is one, to sensitize public, which is being done by basically at the time of checking, the people from Mokokchung Police are sensitizing the commuters, the use of having face covers or face masks. Then by checking their documents, the idea is to only suggest to them that if it is really needed, then only come out. Because infection is not knowing anybody, whether male, female, whether from high class, low class, whether from this village, that village. So therefore, as much as possible, stay at home and only come out if it is really required. Then in terms of the preparing for the infections, we are helping the medical department to also transport these samples. So far in our district, we have had 2 samples being tested, wherein one sample Mokokchung Police took the responsibility as given by our headquarters to transport it and get it reached at Dibrugarh, where the designated facility for these samples are there. Then secondly, in terms of monitoring the home quarantine people, now what we understand that the anxiousness among the patients or suspects is quite high. So we require constant or continuous touch with these people. In that regard, Mokokchung Police has come up with a web-based application to continuously monitor. Now in this, we are basically asking the suspected patients or the patients to take their selfie, which will be compared whether the same person is actually being monitored or somebody else is doing it on his behalf or her behalf. Then we are also looking at their geographical location in order to see whether the person is actually moving out of the house or not. And in case anybody is reported, then the team from the medical side, that is control room, immediately gets in touch with them in order to make them aware that going out is a risk not only to the person but to the community at large. There has been a recent thing where Mokokchung Police has also got requests related to urgent need for some medicines for the near and dear ones of people of Mokokchung district, whose medicines are predominantly available in Guwahati and not in Mokokchung district itself. So there again, we are planning to ramp it up, because we understand that there will be a lot of people because of this lockdown who are not able to get their medicines from Guwahati or other places. So we plan to also support community by liaising up with Indian Railways. In 2 instances, we have been able to reach out to Indian Railways and get the help from them. So now, depending on the request that we are getting, we want to make it in a more organized manner so that anybody with problem of getting medicines may be able to reach out to Mukokchung police directly and request accordingly. Then in terms of now for our personnel who are at the front line of this fight, as per the instructions also from the central government and state government, we are planning to make the thermal scanning available to each of our personnel along with monitoring their symptoms, whether anybody is having any problem in let's say those COVID related symptoms or not. So this is just as a preventive aspect. We will be launching it pretty soon, and we are really thankful to some of the generous organizations including SBI and others who have really come forward to help us in this dire need, to support us with the resources either in terms of thermal scanning or otherwise to help us achieve this.
Thank you, sir, for giving us a very clear picture about the role of the police force from Mukokchung district. We understand that the police personnel are being supplied with the face mask, gloves and the other required PPEs. But somehow, if the police personnel working at the front line are infected by the virus, what are the incentives or aid that is available to them?
Yeah, special thanks to our government. So the Home Department came with a circular yesterday wherein Nagaland police personnel who may unfortunately be infected anywhere in Nagaland or let's say in their place of postings, and if it leads to the ultimate sacrifice, meaning death of the personnel in the line of duty, the Nagaland government has graciously announced ex gratia amount of rupees 10 lakh for the personnel who might die in the line of duty. So this comes as a very, very comforting information as well as a motivation to the entire Nagaland police, including the Mukokchung police, seeing this positive motivation from the side of government.
So now on several occasions there has been queries from different task force people, especially those wards who are maintaining the main road or let's say the highway. Now they have been requesting for police assistance, at least on the market opening days. But we do not seem to find the policemen in all these given days. So what could be the reason behind this, sir?
Yes, we have also heard a similar request that the presence of police personnel inside the district is inquired upon. I can really admit that yes, the number of personnel on ground has reduced as compared to the normal scenario, but the reduction is on account of a lot of the people being sent also at the border areas as well as being trained under these specialized platoons to assist as and when the situation comes. Then a major portion of the force, around 100 in number, is also being kept for the security at our hospitals like the COVID hospital or these quarantine centers where the patients are going to be kept or the isolation. So in this regard, the utilization of force overall, it goes up to the account of 400 to 450 in numbers, which leaves us with a bare skeletal force of about 50 to 60 in the police stations across the district to really mend the market areas. So the idea is that basic interaction with the general public will be done by the Mukokchung police personnel, and the basic security related support will be provided by the IRBs across the different jurisdiction.
Thank you, sir, for that clarification. Now, those personnel who are lined up in the border areas, now we see that any person who is coming into our district from the other part of the state or let's say from the other parts of the country as well, they have to be quarantined for 14 days at least. How is Mukokchung police managing those personnels who are staying at the border? Do they really go into quarantine once they come back, or how is it being managed?
Yes, thank you for bringing us to this aspect also. So I must really, first of all, give my deep appreciation to the personnel who are at the border, since they are the frontline people who are actually coming in contact with people from across the district. Now, as part of our comprehensive strategy, so people from the check gates, they are being phased out in staggered manner. So for example, in our Sutapala check gate, initially we started with about 18 people. So their stay was increased from a period of 15 days to about 1 month, because the way in which things unfolded related to the corona lockdown went on a very rapid pace. So therefore, this necessitated their stay at check gate to be made longer. But now we have already started withdrawing. So about 6 people were withdrawn, especially people belonging to the senior age group. And now they are presently under quarantine. Now this is just as a preventive measure. They have not shown any signs. They do not have any suspicious history also. But as part of preventive thing, to give them also some rest. They have been quarantined for a period of about 14 days within our facilities itself, and we are constantly monitoring their health. Similarly, the idea is to phase out for the remaining of the persons. In, let's say, out of these 12 people which now remain at the Sutaphala gate, 6 people will be again phased out in the next week, and new 6 people will be deputed. So the idea is that the new team and the old team should get a time together, because the protocols for COVID related screening are quite stringent and they require some time before new team will be able to really take them properly. Now, at the unit level, we have also made functional the quarantine centers, both at Mongolomba and Tuli, apart from our quarantine center at New Reserve. So, thinking about this issue, we have made almost 50 bedded facility across the district, keeping in mind the rotation of people that is required who are deployed at the front line in this fight, especially at the check gate and the border areas.
Certain individuals are crossing the border without bypassing the check gate. They come through the forest areas, come up and wait by the roadside, and then come up all the way to Mugukchung. Those are some few apprehensions that the public has. So what do you say on this, sir?
Yes, that is a very fair observation that has come to the light of authorities also. So let me just take a minute and take you through this transition journey. From 16th of March, we started with this COVID related screening, wherein the self-declaration of all the people from Guwahati, especially the Guwahati Night Super, started. Now this was before even the national lockdown was put in place. So at that time, Mukokchung police personnel, especially at the check gate, they were assisting the collection of self-declaration from the passengers coming from the Guwahati side. This was not only for Mukokchung district, but also anybody entering Mukokchung district from Assam side. Now, as the thing progressed, national lockdown happened. Then the Mukokchung police, including the both check gates, they started working along with the medical department. But I must tell and admit that in the initial days, the system took a little time to implement the protocols in toto. So at that point in time, the border sealing also was initiated. But therein, I must admit that during that border sealing also, since the area of about 100 kilometers is quite big, especially in and around the Tuli side, the porosity of the area, as in there are many small bylanes, there are many small road or the footpaths, which could not be as effectively manned due to the shortage of forces. But then the support from our police headquarters, we were able to have about 30 people as a reinforcement, which further helped in guarding the borders a long way. But even then, by the fact that we still had about 6 seizures of the brown sugar, of the liquor across the district. So now, if these things were seized, so this is definitely an indicative that somewhere, somehow people were getting access into the district through some or the other these gap points. So in order to further bolster it, a comprehensive review was taken up by the district task force, wherein the village task force were roped in to ensure that the gaps were reduced to minimum. Now, even without anything, the porosity of the Tuli side still goes a long way, since the size of the villages are small there, and the presence of people, especially the migrant labor, is quite dense in that area. Therefore, it became still further problematic, wherein 1 or 2 instances the reports were got that people were crossing over. So now, in order to further reduce the possibilities, the night patrolling was put into place. Now I can say with confidence that a lot of these gaps have been filled, but further, an additional assistance of about 40 to 50 people have been requested from the police headquarters. Since the time when the infection outbreak happened in Assam, we are leaving no stone unturned, and further we are requesting the police headquarters to provide us with additional manpower, since the border of about 100 kilometers is quite a long area. So that additional manpower will further be deployed, about 20 numbers towards the Tuli side and about similar numbers towards the Mongolomba side, in order to ensure that there is absolutely no chance of any unnecessary person entering other than the check gates, and that too only people with either the essential goods team certifying it or the medical emergencies, that too with the permission from the competent authorities.
Thank you so much. I believe our listeners at the moment will have no more apprehensions about the people crossing the borders henceforth. Now, sir, at a time like this, is there any message that you would like to give to the people of Mokokchung through our medium?
Yes, in this, first let me congratulate All India Radio in being the heartbeat of our Mokokchung district, in order to get across the important information to our listeners. Through All India Radio, I want to appeal each and every citizen of Mokokchung district that COVID is a very complex fight. It requires support from each and everyone. Now, in this basic thing that as an individual we can do is, one, let us restrict our movement outside house. So stay at home. Secondly, in case it is also required in emergencies or in much needed necessities, I request everyone to take a face cover. This can be a simple handkerchief, this can be a simple cotton cloth itself, which can be used to just cover the face. It need not be a face mask. It can be a homemade a face cover, because COVID transmits through droplets which come out from the mouth of an infected person. Now, in a scenario when our district has not reported any infection, we can safely presume that the prevention by having face mask or prevention by staying at home will be good enough to save us from getting this infection. So that is the first thing we can do. Secondly, now corona is also playing a lot of anxiety in the minds of people. So there are a lot of chances that the fake news will take control of our emotions and will drive us into an unnecessary discussion, unnecessary movement, which will cause more harm, more panic in the society. So I would urge our listeners that in case such a thing happens, then please first wait, read the content, verify it, and the verification can happen. You please try to check the source from where the messages come. You try to check it from authorities. How you can check from authorities? There is a WhatsApp number which we have given. Please, if there is any rumor or if there is any unsubstantiated information that you get, kindly forward it to our WhatsApp number, and we will be able to give you verification of whether the information is true, whether the information is fake. Now, before taking any judgment, I would request you to do these steps. Then, when you come out, also, apart from the face cover, I will request that you please adhere to social distancing, because corona knows no boundaries at all. It can happen from anywhere, anything. It can be through person, or let's say it can very well be there on a surface. And as per information, the coronavirus stays on a surface for about 24 to 48 hours. Now, therefore, if we maintain the social distance, one, we reduce the chance of infection from person to person. If we cover our face, we reduce the chance of infection through droplets, as well as it will also inhibit our urge to spit in public. Because God forbid, if there is anybody, just anybody who has shown no symptoms, but if the person carries any infection, then before testing we will not know. But if we observe these few social etiquettes, then we will ensure that the infection will remain inhibited and will not become a bigger problem for us.
Well, sir, thank you so much for your time and moreover, sharing with us the efforts and the role of the Mukokchung Police with all our listeners. Well, we salute you and the District Police Force in a very big way. And listeners, I, along with our SP and with his due permission, would like to read out the WhatsApp number to which you can send in your queries, suggestions, complaints, and any idea for the improvement of the police force here in Mukokchung. The number is 690-986-9811. Repeating it, 690-986-9811. You can also follow Mukokchung Police on Facebook page Mukokchung Police and also on Twitter handle MKG Police. And apart from this, for any emergency, 24/7 you can dial 112. Well, sir, the All India Radio Mukokchung would like to wish you all the luck in everything that you and the police force of Mukokchung do. And though we might follow different religion, the people of Mukokchung are constantly praying for all the leaders. So have faith to carry on your duty and task. Sir, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.